streaming live, tackling the topics everyone's talking about online. Share, engage, interact. This is Newsfeed Now.
And thanks for joining us for Newsfeed Now on a Tuesday afternoon. I'm Mallory Brooks in for Aaron Nolan. Thanks for joining us today. We begin with that winter storm blasting across the country over the Thanksgiving weekend, now pounding the Northeast. The blizzard is being blamed for more than half a dozen deaths, and many holiday travelers are still stranded. Kathy Park has the latest on the nasty nor'easter hard hit from Albany, New York.
This morning, much of the Northeast is buried in snow after a powerful winter storm pummeled the region over the last 24 hours. Overnight, conditions got worse in Connecticut and New Jersey as rain turned to several inches of snow. The same system that brought bad weather to the Midwest this weekend unloaded a wintry mess Monday from Tennessee to Maine. The powerful storm now being blamed on at least 7 deaths. With snow totals rising and temperatures falling, New York's governor declared a state of emergency in 7 counties and deployed 300 National Guard members. The snow stacked up so high in Albany, homeowners spent most of Monday digging out.
What's the toughest part of doing this?
Finding a place to put it. When you get this much snow, I'm running out of places.
The nor'easter complicating air travel too, with thousands of flight cancellations and delays for post-Thanksgiving travelers still trying to get home.
I tried to rebook us. There was nothing available. All the flights were canceled. There's not too many options.
Where we are, the snow is finally starting to taper off, but conditions are still really chilly. It'll be hovering right around the freezing mark throughout much of the day, and it will stay below average for the rest of the week, so all the snow will be sticking around for quite some time. In Albany, New York, Kathy Park, now back to you.
Thank you. Now to President Trump across the pond in London for a NATO event. Back in the U.S., Washington, D.C., to be specific, Democratic leaders inch closer to making Trump the 3rd president in U.S. history to be impeached. We are going to talk about this in just a minute, but we want to go back to the nor'easter for just a second now, because we have one of our own reporters who is standing by. She has been stuck for several days in this storm. Susan L Khoury joins us as she has been trying to make it home. How much of a mess is it, Susan?
Well, it is definitely cold out here, Mallory. I did not come prepared at all for this weather. I'll show you guys outside. I'm actually still at my parents' house right now, and they've done some plowing. It's still snowing out here, you can see. And just found out the flight that I was rebooked on later on tonight. We thought that would be safe. That has now even been pushed till even later tonight. But it's just definitely not fun. It's been kind of a snowy, icy mess.
And I know you've been trying to get home. What has travel been like and everyone dealing with airports? How much of a mess is that?
Definitely it hasn't been fun. We haven't really gone out that much. They've taken me to the airport just to sit there for delays, and then I came back this morning. A lot of people I saw there had been waiting actually since yesterday at the airport. I'm pretty lucky that my parents were able to pick me up. We actually have snowplows going by my house right now. We live kind of at the bottom of the hill, so it's really hard to see them. But just, yeah, really kind of snowy, icy mess. I'm not looking forward to having to just be out here at all. I'm missing Arkansas right now.
So I know you have a very cute dog that traveled with you on this trip to go home. How's the dog enjoying the snow? Not like Arkansas at all.
No, they're definitely not. The snow is so deep. My dog isn't that tall, so it kind of covers her. My mom was very, very nice. She went out and actually shoveled an area. I'm not going to show you that, but she shoveled an area in the snow just so our dogs could use the bathroom, because the piles of snow are so high. You can kind of see what's plowed at the end of our driveway. It's almost as tall as me. So there's a lot of snow out here.
Oh my goodness. I have to say though, I know your mama, I know your family has to be happy, even though you can't make it back to work. I'm sure they're enjoying a few extra days with their girl.
It's a couple extra days at home is of course nice, but I'm starting to get stir crazy of, just being stuck inside and not even having the right gear. I'm actually wearing my mom's snow boots right now. I just was not expecting this.
I love it. Well, hopefully you could build a snowman, enjoy it. I know it is very cold, and hopefully you make it back here to Arkansas in the next few days. We're missing you. Enjoy your trip, though.
Thanks, Mallory.
Susan Live. Susan, thank you so much. Now back to President Trump in London. We were talking about he's there for a NATO event. The other story going on today, though, the House Judiciary Committee's impeachment report is set to be released. John Lawrence reports.
The House Judiciary Committee's first impeachment hearing set for Wednesday. Expert witnesses will testify on whether President Trump abused his power to get dirt on political enemies.
This is a president who has sought foreign intervention in U.S. elections twice now.
Mr. Trump calls the whole process a hoax.
The Ukrainian president came out and said very strongly that President Trump did absolutely nothing wrong. That should be case over.
The president has House Republican backing. A 123-page report defending his actions was released Monday.
Republicans have never, ever been so committed as they are right now and so united.
And according to some, that Republican unity could be hurting the U.S.
So many of the things that they're doing right now are weakening our democracy overall and are just plain wrong. The evidence shows they're just plain wrong.
As the impeachment inquiry moves onward, President and Mrs. Trump are in London at a NATO summit, and NATO's relationship with the Trump White House has been rocky.
There's no question that in general, Trump's statements were distinctly unhelpful and have shaken the alliance to the core.
Up to now, he's treated NATO like it's a protection racket. I hope it goes well for the sake of the country.
I'm John Lawrence reporting.
John, thank you so much. We want to bring in our Washington, D.C. correspondent, Jesse Tenor, live in Washington with the latest. Hey, Jesse, tell us what's happening with this today.
Yeah, Mallory. So right now, the Intelligence Committee is still kind of poring over its report and preparing to send it to the Judiciary Committee. They're the ones that take over this whole process tomorrow. So in the Intelligence Committee, they've kind of been this investigative body that's gotten all these different pieces of information together, brought in those witnesses that Americans were able to watch on TV. And then the Judiciary Committee will take over, and this is going to be more technical. And so instead of these, big bombshells, some would argue, that you've been seeing on Twitter, this is going to be mostly legal experts and constitutional scholars really kind of debating what does and doesn't constitute articles of impeachment. So we'll be more technical. Americans will still be able to watch it, but it'll be interesting to see what comes from this. The White House has been invited to participate. It will not, no members of the White House of the Trump administration will participate tomorrow, but they haven't ruled out participating in maybe some future hearings, but the Judiciary Committee hasn't put out a schedule yet. So all we know about is tomorrow.
That's right, and that's actually what I was about to ask you, the timeline. We don't have a timeline exactly. How long do you think this could be drawn out, though, Jesse?
Right now, Mallory, it seems like it could be kind of a speedy process. They're thinking that if the Judiciary Committee does come up with articles of impeachment, that they could send those to the House potentially before Christmas. And so what would have to happen is right now they're considering potentially 3 articles of impeachment, and that would be abuse of power, obstruction of justice, and then obstruction of Congress. And so if they are able to put all 3 of those together, the Judiciary Committee would then send those to the House floor for a full vote from members. And yeah, like we were saying, that entire process could happen before Christmas, and then it would immediately go to the Senate for a trial. Trump did say today while he was in London that he would continue to welcome a Senate trial, and he would want to see people like Secretary of State Mike Pompeo testify, because he's saying, since the Senate is Republican controlled, that it would be a fair process. And that's what we've been hearing from Republicans up to this point, is that it hasn't been a fair process. The entire process has been a sham, a hoax. Pick the word, they've been saying it.
We'll certainly keep our eye on it. We appreciate you for joining us. I know a busy few days there on the Hill. Jesse Tenor, live in D.C. Jesse, thank you. Let's turn to East Texas now, where in August, one college athlete watched helplessly and as his hometown was destroyed by Hurricane Dorian, which was just devastating. With the help of his team and a game-winning basket, help is now being sent from across the globe. Matt Thibodeau reports.
To the piney woods of East Texas, to the William R. Johnson Coliseum, Nathan Baynes has made quite the journey. But along that adventure, life threw him a curveball. In August, he sat and watched helplessly as the town he grew up in was destroyed by Hurricane Dorian.
It was pretty devastating. It's pretty hard. You get down on yourself, you get sad because, there's nothing you can really do. It's a natural disaster, so you can't blame anybody, and you want to you're upset because there's nothing you can really do being so far away.
In true athletic spirit, he didn't give up. Baynes did what he could from where he was and found a way to not only help his kin, but the town as well. With help from SFA Athletics, a GoFundMe was started.
It wasn't moving like super fast, but it was, we was getting donations. And then, after about 2 weeks maybe, it slowed down like a whole lot. It wasn't really getting out there.
But then magic happened. The SFA Lumberjacks marched into Duke and beat them on their own court, and Baynes was able to share his story with the world.
Just so happened that things fell into place, and we was able to, have this miracle win, and the GoFundMe got promoted then, and it took off, it skyrocketed.
The GoFundMe went from around $2,000 to nearly $100,000 over the goal in just a week.
A lot of kids are going to have a good Christmas.
Finding hope, one game at a time. Matt Thibodeau, KETK News.
And we want to bring in Matt from Tyler, Texas. And Matt, this is just the best story. Headlines with Lumberjacks beating Duke. That was huge at the time. A lot of people watching that game. But now I'm so glad that they won, knowing that such a big donation is being made. How great is that?
It's huge, and like you said, the headlines are crazy with all the "we beat Duke," but if you come to Nacogdoches, Texas, it's even bigger down here. It's just probably one of the biggest things that's happened to SFA basketball in a long time. But of course, Nathan Baynes, growing up in Freeport, Bahamas, and ended up playing basketball in the United States. He was devastated when Hurricane Dorian came, and him getting to share his story with the world after not only winning the game, but he actually scored the game-winning bucket as time expired in the game. So he's kind of been on top of everything.
That is absolutely amazing. I hope this is a story that goes around the world to just show what a positive impact he's making, all the people making a difference. And I'm telling you, Lumberjacks were just meant to win that game for a good cause. Talk about the excitement for SFA after this game, the momentum after beating Duke. What has it been like?
Well, I think a couple of people took off work the next day because they had no voice and they were completely exhausted from it. I had actually done a story, just kind of the town's reaction after it, but most people were still just exhausted from the game and couldn't function enough to be on camera. So I had to really scramble for that. But everybody's just jittery, in a great mood. I really don't know how to explain. I mean, I guess euphoric is kind of a good word for that, good SAT word to describe it.
I can imagine. I'm telling you, that is a Christmas gift that came very, very early. Hope the rest of the season goes well for the Lumberjacks. And thank you for joining us with your story. Very inspiring. We appreciate you. An Arkansas family is in disbelief after waking up to find their 20-foot smoker gone. It was used at charity events, and now they're asking for your help to find it. Haley Brooks reports.
I thought it was a joke. There was no way.
But Dina Rhodes, owner of Big Frank, didn't get the punchline she expected. Instead, she and her husband Buddy were facing a harsh reality.
Woke up this morning and my office up on the next floor, looked out the window and he wasn't there.
Buddy says there was a huge empty space in the parking lot where the massive 20-foot long and 14-foot high smoker called Big Frank sat.
Who has the audacity or the nerve to even try to pull something off like that?
The Rhodes emotional, talking about Big Frank, who they say was more like a family member, and he's been around for nearly 8 years.
Frank is a big part of what we do in contributing back to the society. We do probably 7-8 charity events every year. We don't benefit from it whatsoever from a financial perspective. We do benefit from the heart perspective.
8 charity events a year, but the hog doesn't stop there. At each event, the Rhodes give a private tailgate party with Frank to the silent auction. All that money goes back to charity.
Why are you guys so passionate about giving back?
Because we're blessed, we're fortunate with what we have, and we just want to share.
This giving family is going whole hog, hoping to find Big Frank.
And we bring in Haley Brooks from Little Rock live this afternoon to talk about this. Haley, I heard you working on this story yesterday. You were talking about a big smoker that had been stolen, and I thought that's too bad. When I realized which one it was, I mean, it's devastating. Anyone who's been to a Razorback game or tailgate has seen this thing.
Yeah, and the Rhodes family said that it's a state icon. Everyone recognizes it just like you did, and so a lot of people are really upset that it was stolen. Yeah.
You wonder how someone gets away with this. That isn't anything small or easy to take from someone.
Yeah, so Big Frank is actually bolted down to a trailer, so anyone who has like a trailer hitch can just hook him up and go. And unfortunately, he was outside the Rhodes house being fixed and could be put away for winter, and someone just took advantage of that opportunity, and they're working on getting security video and all that from the area, so hopefully they'll be able to find who did it.
Hopefully so, and it's easy to recognize, so if someone sees it, hopefully they can get it back to them. What has been the reaction from the community from this story, Haley?
Well, there's been people from all over. I've heard people from California, from Texas, all saying that they know who Big Frank is from even just social media, and that they're keeping an eye out for him. So since it wasn't something that was mass produced and it's just one of a kind, it should be pretty easy to spot him.
Hopefully so. We appreciate your report. We'll have to bring you back on whenever they find it, and hopefully have a big cookout. Thank you so much. Haley Brooks live in Little Rock. And today it's a special day. Black Friday, Cyber Monday are over. But I hope you save some of that shopping money because it is the most important day. It's time to give back and do good. December 3rd today is Giving Tuesday, a global generosity movement all about giving back. Whether it's helping others through the gift of your time, donations, goods, or your voice. It's been around since 2012, an idea that inspired hundreds of millions of people to give, collaborate, and celebrate generosity. You can participate by helping those in need and giving your time to organizations dear to you. Make a difference. It'll make you feel better as well. Everybody wins. That is it for us on Newsfeed Now. Thank you so much for spending your Tuesday morning with us. Have a great afternoon. We'll see you back here tomorrow on Newsfeed Now.